Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Thursday, August 4th, 2022 Planning Board meeting. I'd like everyone to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Introduction of board members. All the way to the left, we have Paul Amatucci, Jerry Graybill, Dave Andreessen, myself, Michael LaRue, Phil Roy, and Matt Henry. We also have Jen McCabe, the Code Enforcement Officer, Shannon Rogers, the Admin Assistant to the Planning Department, and Tammy Bellman, the Town Planner. Okay, first public comment is open.
So I'm going to take part in public comment. I'm going to recuse myself, step off, and address the board. You guys talking?
No.
Okay. All right. All right, good evening. I'm Dave Andreessen. I live at 10 Dobson Road in Berwick. Coming here today to talk about the letter that we received from you guys.
Yep.
And kind of get some answers of what is entailing the letter. Dobson Road was put in there in 2010. The association stood up in 2011. So this is the first that we're really hearing about this. Now, I know that you run a very tight ship. I know that you do. And I know that probably this should have been addressed 3 town planners ago, but it wasn't. So I need to find out what's going on. I also need to ask for an extension. The reason I need to ask for the extension is I saw the trucks out there, and then I get the letter in the mail. I used to be on the board 19 months ago. I was the treasurer. I've since stepped off. But I have the forum here to talk about this with the 2 people that the letter's from. So, number one, I'd like an extension. 60 days is way too short. We need to have a meeting. All the homeowners, the 20 homeowners, need to have a meeting and discuss what this is and how to fix it and how much money it's going to cost. We do not have a lot of money. We collect dues every year. I won't say how much we pay, but we do collect dues every year. We do have a small amount of money in our account, but that's to hire the landscaper, come in twice a year, and that's essentially, and to carry the insurance policy on our common areas. So I'd like to ask for an extension of 120 days. That would put us out to 180 days. To have this taken care of.
What is this for?
Okay. What is the background?
The other reason being, I'll let Tammy get into that. Yeah, would you be able to answer his question?
Yeah, what it is Dobson Road, right?
Yes.
Was taken over by the town. But when the subdivision went in, it has numerous basins, stormwater basins, along with outfalls. Okay, and according to the subdivision agreement, the homeowners association would maintain them because they're in their backyards. And then as far as the road goes, the town of Berwick cleans out all the catch basins. So when we did the inspection last year, we could not find some of them. This year, we were lucky. We found them, and they had some extra growth in them. So that has to be cleaned out so that the stormwater can funnel through the way it's supposed to. And a couple of the levelers had also been covered over, if I remember correctly. So those have to be re-exposed so that the levelers can do their job to absorb the water and funnel it the way it needs to be going. This is something that Christy and I do. We do the inspections on it. It's actually quite fascinating. I know probably not to most people, but my brain it did. So we, being at the town, don't always find out who the homeowner association president is. Dobson Road is not a real lengthy road. So instead of contacting one person and hoping, well, maybe that's them, or sending it to just one, I was hoping by contacting everybody, we would be able to find out who the president of the homeowners association is, so that we can then work with them as far as getting the extension, as you said, and if there's anything else that needs to be done.
The president of the association is Kyle Heon.
Kyle who?
Kyle Heon, Heon. He's been the president since the association stood up.
Okay.
I believe that was 10 years ago. Like I said, I was the treasurer.
Yep.
David Ross Lyons, who used to be on the board, is the vice president, and we no longer have a secretary. Secretary moved, and the treasurer is Kyle as well. So I think within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to say 2 weeks because I'm not going to get out there tomorrow and say we have a meeting tomorrow on Saturday.
Yeah,
I think that we have a meeting this following Saturday.
Yeah, even with your homeowners association, I think there's a protocol for your meetings, how you have to notify everybody,
There
and
is.
the length of time, and
There is.
and all of that.
Yes,
so,
there is.
Correct.
We have the bylaws.
Yep.
But I would like to hold a meeting and let everybody know, because I got a lot of people coming over my house, and a lot of people know I'm on the planning board, and
Yep.
a lot of people are asking me questions, and I tell them I can't answer them until the meeting. So that's why I'm doing this,
Yep.
on the books instead of off the books. I thought about coming by your office today, but and I told people, was it Channel 98? Yeah, Channel 98 on Comcast. Yeah, guys have Comcast.
I don't watch.
Channel 98 is the live meetings are held on
Is
Channel
it
98. Channel
95?
22 is like
95.
I think it's
95,
95,
Bobby
right?
Joe's in there yelling at
Channel
Yeah, I think so
95. Bobby Joe, Channel 95.
Yeah.
Which I'm live on right now. I told people we have the meeting. If they have Comcast, they can watch the meeting. But I do want to get that. I want to get a meeting. I'm not the president anymore,
Yeah.
but people are coming to me for answers. I'm going to get a meeting within the next 2 weeks on a Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. We're going to address all this. And if we have anything else, I will come to you.
Okay. Super. Or if
But
Kyle
I would
wants
like,
to.
I'm asking you out of the kindness of your heart to give us, not 60 days, to give us an 120-day extension.
I will get a hold of Christie first thing Monday morning, because I'm back here in Berwick on Monday, to find out how long an extension we can give you, and I will be right in touch with you
Okay.
as soon as I get an answer.
Okay.
And, I mean, it may be as simple as providing a letter from your homeowners association. You would like 120 days additional extension on it. It may be that simple,
Yeah.
and if it is, that's wonderful. That's all we need.
Okay. But I
But-
just need to know what we're doing, because a lot of this is on town land.
Not the outfalls are on the homeowner's properties. You don't have
Correct.
to do anything within the right of way of the road or the road. All the level spreaders I was talking about, the two that are on the list, those are all on the side of somebody's property. It's private
Let me
property.
just ask you, my last question, why is this coming up after 12 years?
Because when we went out to do the inspections, the outfalls failed. I
How
can't,
often are the inspections done?
once a year.
So the inspections weren't done the last 12 years.
I can't answer that,
Okay.
David. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I know.
That's fine.
I know. When we went out last November, right after I got here, we could not find some of them, and we just didn't
Right.
wait around and search.
Right.
So this year, when we tag teamed to do it, I used a little hunting skills to do it, to be able to track where we needed to go based on what is on your subdivision plan. And that's how
Yeah.
we were able to locate them.
And okay, I know I said this is the last thing, but the last thing I have is, is we are looking at dissolving the homeowners association. They did that up in Ireland Drive. They did that, and the only thing that we have is we have to pay for the lights. Ireland Drive does not have to pay for the lights. Those were taken over by the town. So
Yeah, I think there's a process you have to go to.
there is, and it has to go
Yeah.
to a town vote.
Yep.
But that is something that we would love to do. So-
I will try to find out also from Christie what happens if you do dissolve the HOA.
Is this deeded for them?
It's
It's in their deeds?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it in
Yeah.
yours?
What's that?
I asked her if this was all in your deeds.
You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be.
It is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have.
Tammy, just trying to get smart on the topic, and two questions. When you went to inspect the runoff areas, the outfalls, I assume there was a design drawing from the
Yep.
developer originally?
Yep.
Is this due to a recurring maintenance issue, or is it a design flaw in how it was designed?
No, it's called Mother
Maintenance.
Nature.
Okay, so
Yep.
this is a recurring maintenance issue
Correct.
that's gonna happen?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else for public comment?
Maybe reinstated.
Oh, yes, you're reinstated. Okay, no more public comment, no public hearings. Approval of minutes, July 21st, 2022. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
July 21st, you mean?
Yeah, July, yeah, that's what I said, right? Did I say?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I make a motion that we approve the July 21st, 2022 meeting minutes.
Okay, Jerry. Jerry, you weren't here.
So I'll second.
He was.
You were
Oh, he
on
was
Zoom.
zooming, that's
Okay,
right.
so
He was
that
zooming.
needs to be amended then.
Yeah, I
So,
was not
hold on.
absent.
Jerry
Did you get it?
I will,
was present. Zoom.
I will amend my motion.
Okay, thank you.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes as amended.
Okay, did you get that amendment, Tammy?
Yep.
Okay.
She didn't get it.
I
No,
didn't get it.
You didn't?
Can you tell Shannon?
Jerry was actually on Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
Yep, he was not absent, so it was just
did I?
Phil. Yep, it's okay.
Yes.
It's just.
Oh, because my minutes don't have,
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jerry.
So Jerry seconded.
My apologies.
Further discussion? All in favor? Well,
haven't-
Phil, you're
I will abstain
abstaining.
because I
Okay.
was
So
not
where
in
is it?
favor.
Okay,
Front
so
page.
all in favor? Okay. So approved.
He's on there?
yeah, he's
Mr.
not.
Chair, can you give me who motioned and second, please?
Yep, it was Dave motioned as amended and Jerry seconded.
Okay, thank
Now,
you.
Jerry, you're looking at the sidewalk section on the minutes
Oh, yeah, you weren't there for
for the
the
sidewalk,
sidewalks.
but you are present for the meeting on the second page.
Ah, okay, that's what it is?
That's what it is.
It
Yeah.
says via Zoom, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So unless your ghost was with us.
Can I have a piece
Oh,
of paper?
okay. All right.
They're spiritual.
Okay.
And a pen.
They're just so used to seeing it right up on the front, yeah.
Okay. So they got us on both.
Can I borrow your pen?
Okay.
So they don't have to.
All right, so moving to old business, findings of facts, conditional
Come on, phone
use,
number.
Danielle West, and Jennifer Davis.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah,
could I make a suggestion? Seeing that you're only approving their findings of facts and you have the new applicants here, you might want to reorder the agenda and do the new applicants and hear them before
Hold
you
on, I'm
go to
gonna talk
them.
to one of them first before you do that.
well, let's just keep going then.
Okay. All right.
Jennifer Davis, 12 Sullivan Street, tax map U4, lot 146, unit 107, Mint Preventative Dental Spa PLLC.
Okay, the applicant's not here.
No, but
Not-
Tammy has agreed to be the,
Their representative, if there's
yeah,
any
representative
questions.
for this one and the
Yep.
next two.
All right, I make a motion that we approve the findings of fact.
I'll second that.
And good news, Mint Preventative Dental has their fire marshal permit.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Yep.
So this one you don't have to put names in, unless they abstain or deny.
And then the next one, findings of facts, conditional use, Allison Herlihy, 12 Sullivan Street, tax map U4, lot 146, unit 101, the Bad Wolf Butcher and Deli.
Yeah, and she did come in to amend her site plan, so that you know, that was done, like, the next day, she set up an appointment with Jenny to come in.
Okay.
Of course she did.
And she has also received her fire marshal's authorization.
I make a motion that we approve the findings of fact, conditional use for this application.
I'll second that.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor? Okay, thank you. Next one is findings of facts, conditional use, Sherry Clement, 12 Sullivan Street, tax map U4, lot 146, unit 116, Primal Fit Maine LLC.
Okay.
So this one is the only one that doesn't have the fire marshal approval yet, but
Correct.
it's still in the conditions.
We were hoping we would have it back today because the fire marshal and Jenny have been talking repeatedly over the last 3 days
Yep.
for lengthy conversations. So
Yeah.
we think he's got everything he needs now, and it shouldn't be but maybe a day, I'm hoping,
Yeah.
before we get it.
Yeah.
So, but part of her condition is she has to have that permit before the CO can be issued.
I make a motion that we approve the findings of fact, conditional use application.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, there's that. Okay, moving right along. New business, site plan expansion amendment, Harvey Paul Easygoing Recreational Sales, 569 Portland Street, map R27, lot 9-1.
Hi, I'm Harvey Paul, here for a small addition on,
Harvey, can you speak up just a little bit? They're not gonna be able to hear you out on.
Hey!
Yeah.
There we go.
Harvey Paul, here about addition on property on Route 4. And we're looking just to expand the approved showroom for rec cannabis. And you'll see in the paperwork, we're just trying to do 100 square feet on each side of the showroom. Doesn't involve anything, water, none of that. It's just expanding just the space itself. Pretty simple, pretty
Is
cut
that
and
shown on
dry.
the drawing? I'm just trying to see where it's at on there.
Yeah, it's all,
I
yeah.
can show you. I don't have color copies.
No worries. I'm just trying to make heads or tails.
See where it's dotted right here? Where it comes out here?
Oh, I see. Okay.
We're just gonna
Yep.
take and.
It's
square
pretty,
it
it's
off.
pretty minor,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're adding on each end of that parking
Yeah,
space?
100 square feet on each side. It's almost, I mean, it's almost not worth doing, but
It helps to have
the
that
powers
extra
to be
space and
thinking, yeah,
that, yeah.
everybody kind of thinks that that space is gonna matter,
Okay.
which is, I think is questionable, but it's slowed us up for quite a while, because you guys have been busy and what have you, but
Yeah.
here we are.
One thing that I've been looking at is you have like 7 different conditional uses for all the applications that you have in.
Right.
Half the chair doesn't even know the conditions.
Right.
So I just kind of want to make sure that they're up to date and everything's as it should be, right? Is that, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and there was some stuff sent, I guess it was this week, well, it was last week.
Well, regarding your extraction, those are
Oh,
also
I-
on the agenda.
And that's what we're talking about? Or we're
No.
talking-
No,
Oh, we're
this is
talking
just-
about the, yeah,
They're
okay.
This is just the
Expanding.
10 by 10
Yeah.
on each side.
Yeah, you do have quite a few conditional uses on that property.
Sure.
And what the conditional uses are affecting is the parking area and the emergency vehicles getting around. So the board, I'm hoping, will suggest that you and I sit down to discuss how all these conditional uses are gonna play into one another, or if you want to withdraw 1, 2,
Well, I mean,
none.
there's plenty of acreage there to do whatever we want. I mean, so
Well,
whatever you
no,
guys need.
well, you have conditions assigned with your conditional uses. So
But I mean, we
whether or
can
not,
move, we can move them around if you want, I mean, whatever you, I mean, whatever you want to do, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, there's,
it'll have to be done, to change a conditional use, you'd have to have it modified by the board. So that's why I want to sit down and talk. with you
Modified
about
as
it.
in the paperwork? I see,
Modified as
Because the
in-
property, there's space to do anything we want to
Right,
do.
you have a lot of space, but you've already identified what you're using certain spaces as.
Right?
Right.
And then, so it's just trying to get everything to line up.
Yeah, we move it around or whatever,
Right,
yeah.
right,
yeah,
so if
whatever.
anything's moved and it's supposed to be in a certain area, it's gotta be in that certain area. It's, just case,
Yeah.
the biggest examples was just a vehicular access. Vehicle access, and then parking and circulation, and then the emergency vehicle access, like what Tammy said, those are just the three keys that, she was,
I know nothing's happened out there, but if somebody else comes in behind me and takes a look at this, I would not want to think of what they could do to you because it wasn't done the way it should have been.
That's fine, yeah, I mean, I just,
I-
yeah, I mean, like I said, just with the amount of area that's there, we can move stuff however it makes you happy.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Well, and that could also be accomplished by, if you approve his conditional use for the expansion, to do an existing revised site plan. And that way, it will have all of the changes listed on it. And going forward, if he wanted to do something different, he would then be able to use that site plan as the existing one.
Well, I mean,
It's
the
an
only thing-
as-built.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine, but I mean, the only thing that's changing is just the actual rec storefront, and that's already been approved.
The storefront has been approved, correct.
So, and I mean, all we're doing is adding a square on each side of that. So, I mean, I don't see what, I mean, I'll do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, just meet with me. Just meet with me, that's all you have to do. I have them all right here, Harvey,
fine.
and we can
Yeah,
take a
that's
look at
fine.
them. Yep.
I just,
Yeah.
let's not make more of it than it is.
Right, it's
I got
just
enough trouble.
having the documentation
I got
right.
enough trouble, yeah,
Right.
whatever you
Yeah.
guys want, we'll do, and however you want to do it,
I
yeah.
think all they're saying is they want to protect your rights. So if there's something
I
not
get it.
down, it can come back
Right.
and cause an
Right.
issue for you.
And I
They just
appreciate-
wanna
and
talk-
I-
And
I
you
appreciate
don't, if the board approves this in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, if somebody sees it and they've been watching what's going on, they can then take you to court. And I'm trying to avoid that
That's
portion
fine,
of it.
yeah.
Tammy, would there be value in merging any of the uses, or is that even allowed?
No, you can't
You
move
can't do
them.
that, okay.
No,
All right,
I
so
have
they-
to
they are
follow-
independent of each other.
Yeah, and they all,
Exclusive.
unfortunately, they all have specific conditions assigned to
Okay.
them.
right.
So that's why I want to meet with him, so he can see exactly what I'm looking at.
Right.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean, that's-
I mean,
So-
there's a list of conditions now, because you have 7 different applications that have gone through and conditional uses, so it's just,
Yeah.
we're trying to tie it all together. If we can remove some, we can remove some. If
Fine.
they're over redundant, we're just trying to tighten
Yeah,
it all up.
whatever's easiest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking for a motion to approve the addition of the 2 100 square foot corners, is that correct?
Find his application
Complete.
complete
Yep.
for a site walk
Yep.
and a public hearing if you so desire.
I vote that we find the application complete with the condition that he meets with Tammy to sort out the
Yep.
multiple use issues.
I'll second that.
Okay, further discussion?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, we've been there 2 or 3 times. I'm not
Right.
sure that we need another site walk. It's pretty straightforward.
It's the site walk would be to approve the 2 outbuildings?
So you could see exactly where it was going to be done, and if you have questions like I do regarding the other conditional uses, you'd be able to see them also at that time.
I think my only concern would be, and it appears from the drawing, that he meets setback. It's not,
One, there's an issue with one of the setbacks.
there is issues with one of the setbacks. What is that issue?
He's got vehicles parked in the setback, and based on our ordinance, he cannot park his vehicles in the setback.
Okay.
What
He's
vehicles are
got-
parked in the setback?
On your front border, your front property
No, I
line.
move them. I mean,
Well, that's just what,
those vehicles are not gonna be there when the rec store goes in. That's only there because we're running a car lot there, and we don't wanna park them over on the side. I mean, and we're kinda splitting hairs here. I mean, I get what you're doing, but you're beating on me a little bit. I mean,
I have to go by what's in these, because they're all part of your property.
yeah, but you're dictating where I can park cars on my used car lot?
On
Actually,
setbacks.
these
On
do.
setbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
but-
setbacks.
That's
yeah.
the
Right, so I'm
ordinances.
moving.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I mean, come on,
Right.
want me to set one
This,
over here?
this
I'll set-
doesn't
I mean,
have
what are we
anything to
doing? I
do
mean,
with finding your stuff complete. This is just stuff for moving on.
That's
when-
fine.
when we're-
And if they come out and see how you have taken care of and moved everything the way it's supposed to be, that's even to your benefit for the public hearing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all right. I mean, you guys gotta have something better to do, I mean.
So to Paul's point, I think Paul is the one that brought it up. We've been out there.
Thank you, Paul.
If it's not, he's kicking out 2 corners is what I'm seeing on the map. Does that really necessitate a sidewalk?
I don't think
That's your
so.
call.
I do not think so.
I feel quite comfortable that if you're gonna stick to this blueprint, that we could forego that. if
And
the rest
also,
of the board
if
agrees.
if the issue is where cars are parked, and just to make that clear, we can make that clear without having to go and kick the tires on those cars.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Depends on the cars.
Tammy and I could go over there, and if you have any issues, we can discuss that.
Is that within the realm of our scope to be able to do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I second that.
I would like to find the applicant complete with the condition that he meets with Tammy and sorts out the multiple use.
And I'll second that.
Okay, further discussion? Actually, we had a motion and a second.
So you
Unless-
just repeated it.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Well, I
But the
just
same
wanted to
people
make
did
sure.
it, so-
Okay.
Oh, they did.
Doubly approved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you
I
good.
feel
Alright.
good about that.
All in favor?
I,
Okay. As for scheduling for the site walk, no one wants to do the site walk, so Tammy and I will just convene with you and we'll talk about
Whatever you
all
need.
these issues.
So
Okay.
does the board want to do a public hearing? Because
Last time, every time they've come, no one has gone to the
I don't
public
think so.
hearing. I
I don't think so. I mean, we're talking about 100 feet
Square
and 100
feet,
feet.
yeah.
That's it.
are we,
Square feet.
if we don't, so
Square.
my only concern for you, if we don't do the public hearing, are we setting you up for failure if somebody wants to?
Whatever you got, you guys know
No,
better than I
because
am.
they're already accepted, they already have their licensing, this is
Okay.
just to
I don't
add
think so.
to the building.
I don't think so.
I don't think we need it either, so,
I thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
yeah, you've already done this like 5 or 6 times.
I was looking at the paperwork and I'm thinking, for
When it
10
changes, 10 by
and 10 by
it's
10, I mean, this is a
understandable,
lot
right,
here.
right.
We're getting beat up.
Okay,
Okay, can you meet with me either Monday or Thursday of next week?
Whatever you need.
You pick the day. I'm here Monday and Thursday, so,
Let's do Thursday next week.
okay. Thursday? Do you have a parameter of time, or
I
you want to
don't-
get back with me and then I can let Mike know?
Let's do that, yeah,
Okay.
because I don't know where I'm gonna be,
okay,
Yeah,
so let's do that. Yeah.
okay.
all right,
If you can't make it, I can make it.
okay.
I'm home.
So moving right along,
good.
public comment?
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, thank you guys.
Yep.
Really appreciate it.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Sorry.
Yes, right, right. No, when Tammy showed me all the lists of the uses, the conditional use and I was like, wow, we should try and merge these if possible. But, all right, moving right along, second public comment?
None?
None?
Nobody
Okay,
online?
so next.
Nobody online?
Yeah, nope, doesn't look like anyone's online. Informational items, handout ordinance approved updates. Ordinance approved
The
update.
new ordinances that were voted in by the community of Berwick have been now put into the land use ordinance, the subdivision ordinance, the marijuana licensing application.
Excuse me, it's cannabis.
Cannabis, I'm sorry, cannabis. But we gotta change it on this. and
Everything's
that's-
gotta get changed.
Gotta get changed.
Yep.
And also, the cannabis establishments licensing ordinance. I provided you with copies of them. We will get the marijuana changed to cannabis. Alrighty? So we'll have that for the next meeting. We'll get you new copies of it. And for the packet with the land use on the top, if you take the page that you're seeing out of your book and put this page in, you'll be right in order.
Okay.
It took us a while to get that squared away.
They also have the disorderly one that goes in the.
Yep, and the disorderly building, because you were such a big part of that, I
Right.
made sure that you got a copy of it also. That has gone to the police department, and it's also, everything's updated on the website now, so.
Okay.
All right, so next informational items is going easy extractions, conditional use, required submissions, odor control, and security system.
Yes, we neglected to put the waste management piece on. When the attachments was sent over, they were 2 pages and 2 pages. Didn't think to look at the second page on one of them. As part of their conditions of approval, those documents are now in their folder based on what they sent to me. And they look, to me, they look pretty good.
Yes, yeah, I looked at
So-
their odor mitigation stuff, and that seems like it's well above what they really need.
For training back here, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. All right,
Then,
any
yep.
other informational items? Jen, you got anything?
I got nothing
No?
besides a day off tomorrow.
We're actually doing 35 minutes?
Less than that, let's go.
All right.
If there are no further items for consideration from the esteemed Burgess Meeting Room in the depths of the Berwick Town Hall, I'd like a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
7:01 PM.
Second.
All right,
David.
thank you.
Wow,